Okay then. Alright, I'm streaming and recording. Let me be sure everything is good. Yep, everything's good. Cool. Then I guess might as well just introduce myself. Hello, wonderful people. My name is Austin, aka the Conservative Redneck, and today I'm joined by RJ the Leftist. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, you've done enough.
Alright, well, yeah. RJ the Leftist here is, if I'm right, according to you, you are a radical leftist, correct?
Correct?
And I'm a radical conservative, so technically we are basically about we go at each other's throat about as much as anyone else does. That's just being straight honest. But first of all, I'd like to start off by saying RJ here, he chose all the topics we'll talk about today. Because I just chose three topics because I was tired and I did not plan none of this. I'm going to be honest with you folks. RJ here really did plan most of this. And thank you, RJ, for doing most of this. I really got to say something. Because I just up and said yes because I heard debate and my mind got all happy. But yeah, more or less, I'd like to go and start off by saying, RJ, the first thing you wanted to talk about was my profile picture, aka the rebel flag. What
Yes,
is your,
sir.
I guess I might as well say this. What exactly is your problem with it?
It's a traitor's flag. It stands for racism. Well, let me send you something real quick.
Go ahead, but to counter that, more or less, I don't see this as a racist flag. I see it as
Well,
no
you
more
can see it
racist than any other thing.
however
I
you
do
want
see
to.
how it can be used for traitors. There was a time in U.S. history where I will admit the Confederacy did fight against America. That is in our history books. But at the end of the day, though, the flag was not used for racism. People have used it for racism, but I mean, that's like
Facts.
that's like me taking a Black Lives Matter flag and
Yeah.
the Charleston event in South Carolina when the evil, I swear, I would like to say it clear, I am not racist in any way. I do not see color, I see person, and I see soul, and that's it. And the evil son of a, the evil bastard who chose to take his car and run through a whole bunch of protesters, I thought was one of the most evilest things to ever do. But I don't think that if he would have had a Black Lives Matter flag strapped on the hood of his Hellcat and then ran through
Yeah.
there, I don't think the flag should have. I don't think I should be able to say, "Oh, well, this happened. This is racist," because I'd be wrong. I'm definitively wrong. Because even though that flag was used in the event of racism, the flag itself did not represent the racism.
All right. So let me send you my original for that. Read the score.
Don't worry. I believe I have my Discord recording. Do I? Okay, yes. It is a symbol of shame. Is
He
the only.
defines it.
So let me see.
He
So
defines it.
this is defined by who, or this is how you define it?
No, it's not my exact words, but look, scroll down, scroll down.
Yeah, I see. Profile photo was race. All right. So now I'm gonna go
That's
and read
so
this.
you can say I plagiarized.
All right. So do you more or less, although do you agree with most of the stuff at the top though? Like in your opinion?
Most top at the stuff. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. It should be
then I'd
yes.
like
It
to
should
say,
be.
like, if I could, I'm just gonna go and read it out. It is a symbol of shame. It is only appropriate for display in museums or very limited historical venues or contexts. It certainly shouldn't be flown in any public place or incorporated in
No, I
any
don't
state.
agree with that.
It
I don't
should.
agree with that.
Okay. See, here's what I will agree with this. I do agree with this right here. Incorporated in any state or public iconography. I agree with that, honestly. I can see how this flag is offensive. At one point in time, I'm gonna be honest, this flag does have bad history. But at the same time, every flag comes with bad history. But I can agree that where this was, I don't think this should be used on federal ground or like just public places in general. I do think you can wear it. If you have like an American Confederate flag hoodie, I think you should be more than allowed to wear it. But I don't think that I should be able to go to uh somewhere like God, I don't think I should be able to go to somewhere and like just hang it up. Like I don't think I should be able to go to a
Yeah,
Starbucks and hang it up because that's not my property. That's someone else's property. I don't think that should be able to because those people might not want it. Although at the same time, this is why I'm against the riots for like George Floyd, for example. The
yeah,
things those people did to other people's property, it's not their property. If you look at
facts.
it, like some of those people could be in crippling debt. That could be like a grandma and grandpa's store. That's like their only way to make a killing. But
I agree with you.
if you destroy that place, well then what's mom and pop gonna do? 'Cause then they lost their way of revenue, they lost their money, and I mean, like things like that, I just don't agree with. But I can agree that it should not be incorporated in state or federal like places. I agree with that. Graphic design, I disagree with just for the main fact that I disagree with that just 'cause I think that if there was a video game, like let's say that there's a video game, okay, that's about the Civil War. I think the Confederate flag should be in because it was a battle flag, and like it'd be like let's say there was Battlefield 1861, okay, meant to be about the Civil War. The Confederate flag was in the Civil War, period. Even though
Yeah,
it's not the stars and bars as my profile picture, I know my history. That Confederate flag is not the Confederate flag. It's more or less the
if
modernized
you're under
version.
what
It's not the
used
original
by the
stuff.
KKK.
93% of Black Lives Matter have been peaceful. I strongly, strongly, strongly disagree with that. And I could actually
No.
hold up. No, I disagree with that big time. Hold up. Hell. See right here. This is from the critic. This is from the UK, by the way. I can cite it down right here. More or less, the myth behind it. For example, on the last week of May, after the first day after George Floyd's death in police custody, which I will say this. I don't think the officer intended to kill the person. I don't think that he intended to kill George Floyd. But at the
Of
same time,
course
I
not.
feel
Of
like when
course.
he said I can't breathe, even though when you hear that, like cuz when he said it, you could tell. I honestly still to this day I think he died of an overdose cuz when he was took to the morgue,
No.
he was found with fentanyl in his system and it was way more over than the overdose limit. Now, if he would have had like let's say 5 milligrams of fentanyl in his blood system. Not enough to overdose, but enough to see angels, okay? If you had
Okay.
that much, like I think that it couldn't have been an overdose. It's like someone smoking a joint or something and like crashing in a car. I don't think you could say they died of an overdose on weed. They died of a car crash. Like you see where I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to get into with that? But yeah, things like that.
Well,
Also, if you wish, you
you
can
think
look
he
at
would
them.
have died either way?
Oh yes, most. Well, no, cause see, if you look at it, the caller, basically, when you look at the video and examine it tightly, Louder with Crowder made a video on it. What he
Mm-hmm.
did is he showed what happened, and he took even evidence and like word from mouth from like the people who actually witnessed it. Plenty of them said, it was not on his collarbone, it was on the bone of the shoulder. What is the shoulder bone? I can't remember the name of it right now. Okay, it's on that bone. I can't remember the actual name of it, but it was on that bone, and he went as far as to have his friend not it wasn't not Gager, it was Quarter Black Garrett. He had him get down on his knee and put the weight of him on there, and he was able to go a whole hour like that. Now, the independent autopsy report concluded the cause of death. Also, for anyone who is either A, watching the live or B, watching the video, feel free to pause and take a second to look because I really don't feel like reading all of this. I'm currently just reading it through my mind so I can read it quick, but things like that. But independent autopsy cause of death of asphyxiation, cause of oxygen needs compressing. Asphyxiation. Now, here's what I don't think. Here's what I don't see. How could it have been asphyxiation if his. Now, I will say, at one point in time, his knee was on his neck, but he moved it back. If I can find the video of Derek Chauvin putting his thing on his neck or whatever. Uh, Derek Chauvin uh video. Alright, if I can look for. Yeah, right here. You can see even you can see right here, you even can go as far as to see this is Chauvin's body camera. And well, this is a trial, however. The first part shows it, and right here, if right, let me see if this is the actual video that shows anything. No, huh? I'm trying to see.
What do you want?
Oh, I see right here. Yep. So now, if you look right here, you can watch the video as
Prosecutors
I say
opened
this.
their case by
As you
showing
look, you can see
people on the
that at
street
first he
ask
does have his knee on his neck. Now, I don't think he had his knee on his neck to where it could have did it, because as you can see, he has his other foot on the ground, so he's not putting all of his weight on that side of his neck. And that there is like the side of your neck to where if I were to, I could have someone get their knee like that on me or something, or I have been put in
Mhm.
positions like that in fights. I've been in a couple of fist fights. So I can say anytime I've been put in a position like that and had compression on the front, on the side of my neck. So sorry, why is my phone going off? It is Carson. God, I hate this. Hold on, let me just mute my phone. I'm so sorry about this. I forgot to do that. But more or less what ends up happening is at first his knee is on his neck, but even then you can still breathe. It hurts, but he does that to restrain him. Now, why were there two guys? Yes, right there, thank you.
Look
See,
what I
you
sent.
see, Louder was Crowder in that position. And as you see in the bottom right, 426,
Mm-hmm.
he stays in that position. And he has his friend there. He has multiple people on him in the same exact position. Which at the end of the day, I'm not trying to
It's
convince
not
you
the same.
that you're wrong,
It's
but
not the same. It's not the same at all.
you don't see how it's the same? Hold up.
It's not. It's not the same at all.
Hold up, give me a sec. Let me go ahead and screenshot this and show, hold up. Uh, Let me go ahead and
Zoom in.
zoom in, hold up. Let me go ahead and I'm real quickly pulling up a little old thing. Hold up. I don't set as, just save as, come on. I don't like, don't set as. Lord of mercy, I do not like Windows. I can say that for sure. Alright, so. Yep, alright, cool. Here. If it will. Okay, there. Do you see how that is? I mean, that is the same.
Yeah,
Like, his knee is the
it's not the
exact same
same.
position, everything. How's it not
It's
the
not.
same?
Look
I
at
mean,
Crowder's.
yeah, his
You see how
knee.
he has more of the back like back towards neck right there, and
Yeah.
this one is all neck.
Alright, hold up. Let me go ahead and skip forward into the video to try and find. Hold up. See, hold up.
Oh, and I remember a part.
Hold up. Come on, files. You wanna do me a quick little favor? I swear, man, sometimes I could swear my computer's a dial-up. But here, I'm trying to look at it. Although you can see though, his like his shin, the shin of his leg is on the back of his neck. I mean, the shin of his leg is on his neck. The knee is resting up against the side, but at the same time though, like his shin is still on the neck. I mean, I could give you the whole video of Crowder doing it. Hold up. Louder.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now.
Crowder.
Can you
I
send it?
think they might have took it down because it ain't uncommon for YouTube to get butthurt. Louder with Crowder. Knee link. There we go.
What is your suggestion?
Alright, copy video from URL time. This is all you gotta do is click it. This is the whole video. If you look, hold up. Age restricted, of course. You're gonna be butthurt. You're gonna have to watch it on YouTube, whatever. But
Timer?
like,
Oh my
if
goodness.
you
Okay.
look, you can see.
There we go. All right, now I'll roll it
That
back.
it's on his back. It's borderline on his back, like the
I
top
think
part of his back is not on his neck.
I'm saying. So that's the thing that I think
That's
Tokenawan?
Yes.
Looking. I can see where you're going with it. It isn't completely on his neck or whatever, but like,
It's
dude,
not at all,
it's
really. It's really not at all. It's more on his back.
I honestly I see where you're coming from on that. That does not look like it's on his neck, but still though, I don't think George
Dude, he
Floyd
struggled.
does. You can hear him speak perfectly fine when he says I
Yeah.
can't breathe. For example, now Louder Crowder also did something. Hold up, louder. I'm sorry if I'm quoting. Sorry if I'm quoting Steven Crowder a lot, but that's just because he does a lot of things. Louder with Crowder. Oh wait, no, it wasn't Louder with Crowder. It was Donut Operator. Hold up,
What a shit.
see, even right here. I can also say though that at the same time though I can see how the position they had him in could have affected his health. I can't say I'm not gonna say
How not?
what I'm
How
saying
not?
right now is like I definitely think that the way his neck was or whatever definitely
Mhm.
could have put him into the asphyxiation. I'm not gonna say because at the same time though, I think what happened is this is a case of just bad police training, which as sad as it's gonna
Facts.
sound, it just happens. Like you can't prevent it. Like you can try to have good, there's good cops, no doubt, but like at the end of the day though, still like you can't really oh crap you can't really fight something that's just inevitable like things like this you see how this
Oh,
is like I
but you
do
can.
well how could you fight this
Better police training.
exactly but the thing is though with the way Democrats want to cut police funding if you can't have money for
They
better
actually
training
increased it.
what
They actually increased it.
but here's the thing I agree with you on that I heavily agree with you I hope to God I wish police had a whole bunch of funding. But sadly, people want to abolish the police as well as cut the funding. But once you do that, I'll give you an example, okay? So let's say three guys break into your house, all right, and you're married and you don't have a gun, a knife, nothing, I and both three of these guys, one's armed with they're all armed with knives, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and get some because we'll later use this for the gun thing, but let's just say that they all three have knives, okay? What ends up happening is yeah,
Yeah.
right there. See, oh, here's the thing though. In like not Massachusetts, in Michigan, uh Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she cut the funding of police like vastly, which you can check out. Hold up, Lori Foot cuts police funding. Yeah, see right here, the Chicago mayor. See, it wasn't Lori Lightfoot, but like if you see like right here, as budget season nears, activists call on Lightfoot to cut the funding. You can see people are calling on people to cut the funding to things. Like here's the thing. This is one thing I can say I don't like about Democrats is that not trying to sound weird, but y'all are such a mixed bag. Like y'all are all you're like snowflakes. Not in the like y'all get offended easy, but I mean like you're different. Like for example, you want more police funding, but I've gone into a whole bunch of arguments with people who want less funding. Like here's how I see it. Like if Democrats were to let's say Democrats let's say every Democrat wanted to cut police funding. Well, here's how it's gonna go down. I was giving an example, three guys break in, you're with your wife and you don't got no way to defend yourself and they all three got knives. Well guess what? You got a phone and you call 911. Although here's the thing, if you abolish the police, there's no police, so who's gonna
No,
come to
no,
get
no.
you?
Who said abolish?
I'm not saying you said it. I'm not saying you said it. I want to make it clear. I did not say you said it. I'm just saying with the way some Democrats speak, a lot of them want, some of them, I don't know if it's a lot because I don't keep up with it nowadays as far as like what all the Democrats say, but I do remember in one point in time when the riots were very big, almost every Democrat wanted to either get rid of the police or cut
No,
their
that's
funding
not true.
seriously.
That's not true.
Hold up. Want to abolish police. Alright, well, if that's the case, then hold up. Then it was. I know for sure it was. I know for sure that it was. Black Lives Matter. I do remember it because one of their big things on their website was to abolish police.
Can you
Yeah,
show me that?
so right here, for example, uh, on the New York Times, like things like that. Go to blm.com. I don't know if they still go by that now or if now it's different. The BLM Group Transportation. Okay, so now I gotta type in Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. There we go. Come on, checking my browser. Come on, just check the browser. Let's see. I'm trying to look for right here. Imagine abolition. Like right here.
Okay.
To me and my family
That's an
and my
opinion
community.
article.
I know, but I just sent you a Black Lives Matter article. They have a whole video series of abolishing police. Go there, seriously. I just sent you a link. All you gotta do is click there, and then you'll immediately say "Imagine abolition." Click episode 1, and you literally skip anywhere on there, and you'll find
Family and my
something
community
about
was
police are
high school
bad or
student.
something. Almost everywhere. And like as much I want to say this. If you were to get rid of police, you get nothing but chaos. If
Who
it's
said
here's
get
how I
rid of
see.
them?
I'm saying like I'm talking about if Black Lives Matter were to get rid of police, it would be nothing but chaos. That's what I mean. If Black Lives
I
Matter were to
agree.
get rid
I think
of,
everyone agrees with that.
well, apparently not them. Unless they're for chaos, then they don't understand because they
I
want
can't
it to
find
be.
where they said that they want to get rid of it.
Hold up, right here. See, imagining abolition. Here, I'll share my screen. I'll go that far. Hold up.
That's fine.
See right here. See my screen? I'm sharing it right now on Discord. Do you see it?
I got it. I found them.
Okay. Yeah, see, imagining abolition. And it says, like, if you click anywhere, for example, I'm gonna click to a random point
Family
right
and my
here.
community.
It says from the, hold up. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. Hold up. Take a little two-step. Some
Egregious acts
actions
of
will
violence
climb
came from the
crime.
police against me.
Yes, see, talking about abolishing police to keep them from crime against me, my family, and my community. Even though that cops do not do that. I'm not saying all cops, but like the strong majority of cops don't go around. Here's how I see it. There's not a single cop who looks at a black person and says, "Wow, their skin pigment, it just sets me off. So I'm just gonna fucking mag
No.
dump them with the Glock 17." There's not a single cop that thinks, "Wow, they're black, let me mag dump them." They don't think to do that, and they're not thinking, "Oh, they're black, they're in a gang, guaranteed." It is just, I'm not saying it's because they're black. It's the culture. It's all about the culture, and not saying it's just
No.
because, for example, white people are less likely to be in a gang just because most white people live in suburbs. I live in a suburb. I'm
Facts.
probably like 90% of white people. Unless you're talking about my cousins who live in like trailer parks, which hell, even I'd call those suburban, because the biggest crime that's coming from there is probably like meth. That's about it. Like other than that, black people, and I'm not saying all, I'm saying there is a very good percentage. It's the same reason why so many black people go to jail. There's a good percentage that live in the hood. And what in the hood is known for crime because that's where a lot of crime happens. And I'm not saying literally all crime comes from the hood all because they're black. That's not it. Your skin color does not say, "Wow, I'm black. I just gotta rob a liquor store. I gotta steal that car. I got it in my blood. I was built different." They don't think that way. Like that's just not how it is. I'm just saying when you're raised around people who do things like that, you're more likely to do things like that. Like it's I one thing that was very popular. your politics are a lot about your parents. Like my
Yeah.
dad is a very big Republican. He's one of the reasons I'm a big Republican. He's not the only reason. I'm Manny, but he's one of the big reasons. And let me ask: is your mom, dad, uncle, aunt, like anyone you're near around a
No.
lot, are they
No.
Democrat? Really?
No.
Then you are actually one of the rare few. I'm not gonna lie. But like a strong, but here's the thing: do you hang around Democrats a lot, or like are your friends Democrat?
Not politically involved.
Not politically involved. All right. Wow, that's surprising. But yeah, most people like for example, my dad, let me try and think of something. My dad, he likes to build things. My dad right now he's actually reconstructing my sister's room. And I'll tell you something, I get a lot of my stuff that see I like to build things. And it's not like I don't like to build giant epic things, but I do like to build like little things because they're fun to do and it gives you a little accomplishment. I get that from my
Yeah.
dad. If my dad weren't to build things a lot, I probably wouldn't even bother to think of build things. I just wouldn't care. Like my dad, he works on cars a lot. Do you want to know what my dream job is or the job I'm shooting for? A
What?
mechanic. Like
The
I'm around cars a lot and I'm always working on cars, so I'm just used to that environment, so I'd be at home if I were to go to a mechanic shop. You do the things you're around most, and that's just statistically proven. There's a saying that best fits it. Monkey see, monkey do. And I know that sounds wrong because I'm talking about black people right now, and I know
Oh
I
no, no, I
politically
know what you
correct what
mean.
I'm
I know what you
saying,
mean. I know
but
what you
like
mean.
person see, person do. It's just the way it works. You're gonna imitate what you do. We're like parrots, basically. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'm running out. I'm
yeah,
running
like
out.
things like that. And like see, I actually respect you because of the way you're doing that or whatever. But
Nah, I'm enjoying this.
yeah, I how much time? Oh, there's only 3 minutes. Alright, well, oh shoot, I guess since you gotta go, well, I guess that's gonna be it for today. If you'd like to pick up some other time, I would gladly like to resume because you're a very nice person to debate with. I'm not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie.
you cool, you cool.
Thank you for being
No,
so
I don't even
respectful.
consider this a debate, bro. We just talking.
Yeah, honestly, I'd honestly like to say that you were actually really nice to talk to, and I like to hear your opinions from a different side.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to you later, but we're gonna
Alright,
talk
man.
again.
I'll talk to you later. You have a good one, okay?
You too.
Alright. Alright, people. I would like to say thank you, RJ. I know you can't hear me now because I done hung up, but thank you, RJ, for everything you did. Thank you for having a nice conversation and keeping it clean and nice and just fun for everyone. And thank you to the viewers who watched and stuck through. I know a lot of people don't like to just stick around and stuff, but thank you for sticking around and enjoying. But yeah, that's